Let us continue playing Forge Adventure Mode. When we last left off, we are heading out. Ultimately, our goal remains, as we sort of discussed at the end of the last video, we're going to slowly make our way up to the green. We're going to go to the town, we're going to go to the castle, and we're going to try and fight the Guardians there, because that seems like a reasonable objective for right this moment. If I can avoid clipping this down. Obviously, we have a Lapis to get revenge on later, but I think it is going to serve us better to just go and explore more, and at least have the ability to teleport around the map a bit. I might still explore dungeons, exhibit this one, because it's closer. Everybody has a Carekeep. Carekeep, if I'm remembering rightly, is the land, so they are one land up, which is annoying, but it's the one that gives them the ability to make kobolds. So I assume that's what we're fighting here. Well, I say fighting, we're just going in and stealing gold. But, alright, we go straight to you. We find a Carvu. I actually sold the Carvu laws that we think we had at one point. That's a fearsome whelp. That is unfortunate. Each dragon in hand gets... Oh god, that's terrible. Alright, we need to kill that thing. I almost want to go in for a lightning bolt here, but we have a turn 1 play, Cabal Initiate into Reckless Reaver with a 2-1 to try and force the issue. We can stun this after the first attack, but it's still going to make the dragons. This could get out of hand very quickly. I'm going to keep. Swamp. Berserker, we're going to put the counter on you. Okay, we've got a Dragon Rage Chandler as well. So let's go Marsh Flats, crack it. Find ourselves a swamp. Play Cabal Initiate. We're going to actually use our Sleep Wand here. Might be a bit of a waste, but I'd rather have that down for the moment. Tap for free. Okay, they just played a tap land and another fearsome whelp, but their dragons cost 2 less now, which is frankly terrifying. Let's go for a dragon. Actually, what do we go for here? You discard, keep, and draw and refresh the card, or I can go Funeral Rites. I think we want to play this regardless, actually, so yeah, we'll play that out. We could have left up the possibility of a sack, but I think this is still fine. Okay, Menace, and can manipulate its toughness. Alright, that got us our lightning bolt, but I think after 2 turns that might be too late. We'll play the land. We can either cast 1 lightning bolt, or we can go and do some things. Lightning bolt allows us to get in for 9, which puts them to near lethal. So we're going to go for that. Let's go attack. And then we're going to activate this effect. Draw another card. Nothing especially useful. Chromatic Lantern. The good news is they have not played any dragons. They've been really terrified of them doing that. Mountain. DRC. We will play out a thing. We'll put a Dragon Rage in the graveyard. Drew a Liliana, drew another discard outlet. Let's go on the attack. That block had to happen or you lose, and you're probably losing anyway. Okay, this is a commander deck I've opened. So they made a free Carvu that is all colours. We're going to ask you to sacrifice that creature, because I want to win more. Graveyard. And then we're going to Alpha Strike you, because I don't need to worry about your Planeswalker. Alright, Carvu down. Chromatic Lantern's an interesting pickup. I don't know how useful it is. Tribal Flames is an extremely good pickup. Okay, so if we get into thinking about actual good modern decks, Zoo would be amazing. We'd need a full set of these, and we need a lot more dual-colored lands. There's things we need to look out for to build Zoo properly, but Tribal Flames is one of the better things we could pick up for it. Oh, really old set. Is this Legends or is this... I don't even know what set this is, actually. Darkness is fine. We've got 2 fogs. There's something about the old border magic cards. It just... yeah. Always happy to see them. Slobad, Goblin Tinkerer. I opened that in the Darksteel pre-release. I didn't do well in that pre-release. Well, we got some kobolds. We'll fight them on the way through. I don't think we necessarily care about the rest of the kobolds, to be fair, but we'll play. We will keep a can that does almost nothing. Swamp Cabal Initiate. Tap for 2. Okay, 0-1 Heir of Ragak. And they've made it a free one. Well, that's going to get annoying. Play the Crypt Keeper. We're going to attack with both. Take 4. Alright, so their plan is just go all in on this, which actually might work, because I can't block this now. We are going to sleep wand it. So it's not untapping. We'll take 6. Play a swamp. Play another creature here. And attack for what will be lethal. But you will block. They cast a Brute Strength to keep that alive. That's fine. That stays tapped, and that should be the game. Okay, nothing I'm particularly massively excited about here. We'll try and avoid... We got through this one, so we must be able to. Yep, try and avoid you, and we'll just head out. I don't need to fight the rest of the kobolds. Alright, well that was interesting. What is the draft here? Aether Drift. Again, set I've not looked into too much, but we have some goblins. Always worth looking for random goblin lords, and that is a goblin lord. Yeah, we'll take a goblin lord. Again, we're looking at decks that we might build at some point, but on the realistic understanding that we can only build what we get, and finding things is going to be better than finding non-things. I think this is cheap enough, actually. I'm going to pick up the Forbidden Friendship, because I like that for random token nonsense. Satyrs Cunning is also nice for token nonsense as well. So we'll just take some token nonsense. Oh, I didn't mean to necessarily just reject that elf hand. Okay. Goldsmith. Grumgully is nice, but I don't think anything there is cards I'm that interested in. I have no idea what this symbol is. Gigantic discounts, so giant things. And some shock troops. Commander Isha. I used to think that card was amazing. I genuinely had a white-blue bird soldier deck around Judgment. It was janky and casual and kitchen table magic-y, but oh boy. I have memories of this card. Alright. Not going to pick it up because it's genuinely not that good, but still. Okay, we have another cave and we have another town, so let's go and have a look at what we can get in this one. Bloomburrow. The other thing I suppose I could have done if I'm going for another attempt at Lapis is to actually just buy a bunch of hit points before we go in. Assuming all the dungeon's cleared, which I think it is. Also, that's a Crackling Drake. We were kind of building around that at some point. So we'll take that. What we need are Arc-like Phoenixes if we can find them, but that's a plan that's coming together, weirdly. Nothing here I'm too interested in. Nothing from there. Nope, nothing there as well. Okay. Was worth a look. These are kill spells. Did we go here? We did. Alright. Let's head out. I'm going to go through the cave. Again, we still want to get stuff as much as we can. It's just a cave with one person in it. It's a big zombie. I mean, I'm appreciative of zombie lord things because that's something we could potentially build around. They have a Dreadhorde invasion. This is a good little random zombie. This makes a zombie every turn, which is not the worst effect in the world. We will play. We will go first. We'll play a Blackcleave Cliffs, and we will play out a Dragon Range Channeler. You get a zombie at the start of your turn. We'll play another mountain. We will play a second Dragon Rage Channeler. And I'm tempted to go Bolt Face and see what happens. But instead, I'm going to go Faithless Lily. So we're going to put land in the graveyard. We'll put land in the graveyard. We might have wanted to draw it, weirdly, but it's fine. So let's put in the Funeral Rites and the Bone Shredder. Really wish I'd kept that land thinking about this now, but oh well. Attack for 2. They trade, but they get that token back. So this will make a creature token if an zombie army doesn't already exist, or it'll increase its power if it does. Each creature blocking it gets -1/-1 until end of turn. That's an effect. That's not a good thing to have drawn in the end. I could have probably gone Lightning Bolt there. Doesn't matter. Okay, now we're going to go to Lightning Bolt. Lightning Bolt the Plague White. Pay red. Surveil. We'll put that into the bin. Keep that on top. Dragon Rage Channelers are now online. We will attack for 9. Force the block. Gem Palm Polluter. Yep, when you cycle it, you'd have target player lose 1 life for each zombie in play. Again, reasonable effect, but they need the draw apparently. Exile from the graveyard. Big zombie creates D2. Okay. So make a couple of tokens. Sacrifice it into combat. We're fine with that. Grave Defiler. Another one of these random search effects. But I don't think it's going to matter now. Let's just go Alpha Strike. We have the win. Didn't get any zombie lords out of that. Call to the Grave's not a bad final part of a zombie payoff. You get a couple of those, that just forces the overall value win. That might even be good against the Lapis plan, because that would just force a sacrifice every turn. And since red has so little in the way of enchantment removal, that actually might be a genuine plan. Okay, well, we have slivers. Let's have a look at the slivers. I might get back to slivers in a moment. We haven't... I've kept them sort of in the dark for a little bit, but... Hunter Sliver is better than I thought it was. Provoke is an interesting mechanic that I think does have space in the game. With a Snow-Covered Wastes here, we don't particularly need it for anything, but that is a Wrath spell. It's also a 3 mana Wrath spell. That's situational. We're going to take that. These are all the Minotaur cards I was mentioning earlier. None of them are Lords, unfortunately. By Lords, everything that comes for a group of creatures of the same type. Nothing there I care about. Is it for sale? We don't know. He won't tell us. That would be fine. More of a commander thing, but it would be fine. Maybe Zedruu would be worth going around. I don't know. We're looking for so few cards in a weird sort of way. To be fair, there's a lot of cards we could randomly find that I'd enjoy and like, but in terms of things I want to build around, so few cards. Anyway, what's the draft here? Dominaria Remastered. It keeps bringing this up, and I think they should do it at some stage, because, you know, it's a reasonable set. A bit legend heavy. There are some good cards in it. But we're going to go up to here. Zedruu City. What is in Zedruu City that I care about? Who knows? Let's find out. We found a dwarf mercenary. Hello, friend! I would like to hire your services. We're okay with this. Crop rotation, so they immediately sacrifice their land, find a different one. Which is the Wind Foothills, which they crop rotate. Yeah, he's just clicking buttons. Okay. That's a sequence of events I've never seen anyone do without... I mean, to be fair, they might well have lands payoffs, which would be amazing. But they've ended on one land after all this. Okay. Blackcliff Cliffs and attack for 3. Oh, they're just stuck on it as well. We'll play the Ranger. We'll go for damage and just try to win the game quickly. There's their second land. They play the 7 dwarves. I think we know the plan. This isn't going to work for you, though, because it's already too late. You face the might of Liliana Vess. We'll put the land in the graveyard. We are going to -2 and ask you to sacrifice your remaining creature, and the game is over. There are genuinely weird lands. I am extremely happy to have fought this. Free crop rotation is amazing. Harrow is a great little ramp spell that I rate very highly. The free crop rotations means we can do some evil things with lands later. Oh, that's actually the camel fights back! I have no idea how many camels there are in Magic the Gathering, but I have a feeling we're about to find out. We're mulliganing back. We have Lightning Bolt and Lightning Bolt, but we have no turn 2 play. I think this is still worth trying. So we're going to put the Etched Familiar to the... No, actually, no. Scopper's Familiar to the bottom. Again, we can get it off 2 and another Cabal Initiate, so maybe that was a bad move. We'll keep this. Out of morbid curiosity, how many camels are there? Oh, 04s. Fair enough. Alright, well, we got a second land. We can bolt the wall if we want to, but we'll hold off on that. Oh! Oh, this strategy's going to hurt. We're going to block, and then we're going to cast Lightning Bolt. Lightning Bolt that. Okay, so Honor of the Pure. So all their white cards are more powerful, and their camels are big. It also bans all creatures attacking in a battle with camel are immune to damage done by deserts. Desert being a card that basically taps and does 1 damage to something. Alright, Blackcliff Cliffs comes into play untapped. We're going to Bone Shred. Remove the camel. Attack for 2. Okay, enters with taps with 2+1 some counters on it. Doesn't attack during unless it has +1 counter on it. Being in combat move. Okay. I don't think we keep that for the moment. We also have our Archpriest, so there's a possibility we'll be able to grab that later. Get this. I'm gonna play the Extra Familiar, attack for 2. Doesn't untap if it has +1 counter on it, importantly. Alright, they played their 1/5 again. We have the Archpriest, so we can go make this a 5/5, and I think that's still the best plan right now. They can't block both, but they can kill the Cabal Initiate. I think we hold back for now. I guess we could use the Giant Hill Club to get around, but I don't think we need to. Nah, we'll hold off. We now have a 2/6. Untap, Bloodstained Mire. Going to crack it for deck thinning purposes, get another swamp. Okay. Let's attack with both, see what happens. That is the block I expected, but I think that's going to result in the result I want. So we're going to lightning bolt this. Also, we're going to get back the non-artifact on black creatures, so we're going to get the Etched Familiar. Also drain. Also just win. You know what? I wasn't expecting to have a duel against a camel, but that was an interesting match. Wouldn't have minded some honor to the Pures. Another old set. Is this actual Arabian Nights? That's the desert I mentioned earlier. Curd Ape is for Zoo as well. Something about this. I remember Naf's Asp. This is a card you played in Chandelier, the Chandelier precursor. This really. All right. I don't know where we're going or what we're necessarily doing, apart from just stealing all of their stuff. Go away. All right, let's fight. We have an Artifact Warrior to face. Lightning Bolt into Liliana. Nothing else going on, but I think we'll be fine. Khan's Bastion. Oh boy, this could get horrible. Blackleaf Cliffs and pass. They wasteland away our land. We are playing land destruction. As Richard Garfield intended. Okay, the good news is that only affects non-basic lands. But we're going to play Mountain then and attack for 2. They're playing Urzatron. Swamp, and we'll play ourselves out a Turok Initiate, attack 2. But they only have 2 lands. Okay. Swamp. Etched Familiar, because I think we want to go for this over the Liliana for right this second. There's another Wasteland. So we'll play this, see if we can trick them into using their Wasteland on it. Declare attacks. Attack for 7. Lightning Bolt you, and win the game. I would have been up for some land destruction effects, not going to lie. Nothing there I'm particularly interested in. Alright, battle against the human archers. There are a lot of enemies in this place. I'm wondering what the payoff is going to be. We keep this. Forest into not much. Swamp. Play you out. Make the 1/2. 2/1 Hexproof Reach. Okay, Mountain. Cabal Initiate. Double attack. Court Archers Reach and Exalted. So whenever a creature attacks alone, it will get a power boost. But not enough to keep it alive from that encounter, so they didn't. Marsh Flats, crack it, get ourselves a Xander's Lounge. And we currently can't get over this, so I suppose we hold fire for now then. Two damage to the Cabal Initiate, in which case we're going to discard this, pay its madness cost, get it onto the battlefield, and play Swamp. And we'll then play a Turok Cantor Kicked. Attacks. They can trade with this, and they might, but I think we're okay. First strike, reach. First strike might be a little awkward. +1 song counter it. Whenever it attacks, put a +1 song counter on it for each equipment. And then a bow, which just gives the first strike. Okay. Let's play Sir Conrad. And let's declare attacks. Okay, Where are we going exactly is a good question. We can't get through there. We're now going to have to find our way through the Night Mercenary. They have Mulligan. We have a Dragon Rage Channeler. We'll keep. Tundra. That's what I don't have yet. Bloodstained Mire. Crack it for a Mountain. And play out a Dragon Rage Channeler. Okay. Marsh Flats. Crack it. This time we don't have anything we want. Actually, no, we do want something we want to play. We'll find a swamp. And attack for free. Exiling our snake. Okay. Arguably best removal spell in the game cast upon us there, but it's fine. We'll play a Tormos Crypt Keeper, attack for 1. Swamp. Currently they're not doing anything that means Liliana matters, but I like to keep Liliana back just in case. So we're going to play the Cabal Initiate. We have only lands in the bin, so we're just going to attack for 4, see what happens. Apparently they're not really threatening us or anything, but now we have potentially the double Dragon Rage Channeler, so we'll go for this. Land in the bin. Faithless Leaving in the bin. Liliana of the Veil. I'm going to force both of us to discard. Attack for 6. And attack for game. Well, we found some morale, but we also found a sword, which I think is more important. The wall of enemy soldiers here. So, is the Dwarf Mercenary going to be as crazy as they were last time? Let's find out. So we're going to keep this. They didn't immediately sacrifice their land. I feel cheated somehow. Faithless Leaving. Draw 2. We'll discard a Mountain and a Crypt Keeper. So, our Dragon Rage Channelers are now online. Play a Swamp, play a Dragon Rage Channeler. Tap for 2. Plundering Barbarian. Destroy target artifact or create a treasure token. They will create a treasure. Swamp. And I think we play Liliana and we start sacking their stuff. Don't need another land. We'll have you sacrifice a creature. And we will attack for 5. Lady of Ataria. You attack 3 dwarves rather than play it. If your land you control is put into a graveyard. Okay, so that explains why they've got all the random land construction things. That is a fortuitous draw off the top, so we're going to take it. Kill you. Uptick. Scud the Marsh Flats. And we're going to attack for a lot. There's that Harrow we were talking about. Another Plundering Barbarian. We don't need it. We'll cancel. I think we just attack and win. Another couple of... Okay, so we got a second dwarf. We can have 7. We cleared this area out. We'll get that gold at least. Where even are we going with this place, I guess? Well, we got a human mercenary. This is fine. I keep meaning to go back to Slivers, but I'm actually having fun with this deck. It is kind of almost at the point I want it to be. Bloodstained Mire, crack it. We'll find ourselves just a mountain. Dragon Rage Channeler. Okay, so that's a soldier power increase. That's not amazing for us, really. Swamp. Play a second Dragon Rage Channeler. am concerned, but we're going to have to hold back. Wasn't kicked. Enter the battlefield, creatures you control have haste. Yeah, that's unfortunate. This doesn't have first strike or anything, does it? No. Then we block here. Okay. So I think the plan is we're going to lightning bolt the veteran. See if we can get this to trigger. I want the split second actually, so we'll leave that on top. Doesn't mean we're not going to be able to cast Liliana, but that's fine. Does mean that we do have the thing. We attack for 6 back. They make more tokens. Hit us 2. Now I guess I cast the Bone Shredder. We kill their 2/1 off. Attack for 6, because I have to. The Phalanx doesn't fly, so that means we will win here. Yeah, we pay for that. Tiger, and we attack and win. Okay, Mercenary down. Getting ourselves... nothing I'm massively excited by, but, you know. Alright. You played Tron last time. I'm interested to see what your final payoff is for this. We will play. But not with that hand. We need something that actually does something in the early turns. That is probably fine. We'll return the... we'll return a mountain because you only need 1 red source. We will keep Mountain, Dragon Rage Channeler. Okay. Grixis Panorama. Activate the Panorama. Find ourselves a swamp. Hopefully fit in the deck a little bit more. Blackleaf Cliffs on the next turn. Attack for free. Oh, there's their Wasteland. Ramp. Blackleaf Cliffs. We're going to play Funeral Rites because we badly need some more cards. Surveil. We'll keep the Lightning Bolt on top. We want to draw that. And we put a Tormod's Crypt Keeper into the bin, so that means we do have Delirium. Attack for 5. Wasteland to blow up our cliffs. Mana is stable. Make it 3/2. Swamp. Dragon Rage Channeler. And we'll attack. We'll keep attacking because at the moment they are under pressure. They played a big thing. It's not going to be enough. We'll play a Tiger. We will attack, and that should be game. There's the pieces. We got a Khan liberated. That's a Tron payoff if there ever was one. Okay. We have entered here, wherever here is. Dear God, there's a lot of stuff here. We raid for castle. I'm imagining we're about to enter a boss battle of some kind, but... alright, we keep. They evolve for that. Mountain, Dragon Rage Channeler. Okay, 2 fetches in a row. I guess we play the Xander's Lounge here. And our Dragon Rage Channeler. Attack for free. Ranger's Longbow, plus 2/1 to reach. Not something that's bothering me right this second. Play the Panorama. We will activate the Panorama. Oh, no, undo. Activate the Panorama. Find ourselves a swamp. We have a Lightning Bolt up if we want it. And double Dragon Rage Channeler. We're just going to bolt this now. Spell to the graveyard. Spell to the graveyard. And attack for game. Both Nylea is interesting. Alright. What's the plan here? We have so much stuff around. I guess I'm going to steal the gold. There's a basement area we want to potentially sneak into. Oh, that's not open. Why is that not open? Adept White Wizard. Why is that door not open? I wish it to be open. We keep this. Black Thief Lifts and Dragon Rage Chandler. Swamp. Faithless Lady. I might want the Liliana. We'll discard Mountain and the Crypt Keeper. So essentially we're there. In fact, we are there. You raise the alarm, trade that out. That's fine. Play a Mountain. We will play our for free. And tap free. We will take that. Play a Swamp. Lightning Bolt, one of these. Keep that on top. Play out Liliana. Keep that on top. We will have you sacrifice a creature at this time. And then we will attack for 7. Mobilization, soldiers have vigilance, so he can just attack me for free, but chose not to, and now we just do this. Oh, we are. This deck is in a really good position, generally speaking. It does need a little bit more optimization to be fully clear, but I do love this deck when it works. It works amazingly well. We picked up a copy of Brainstorm. Another Deathhead Buzzard. We've shown those to be reasonable. I'm going to 4th Lightning Bolt. That is Lightning Bolt number 4. We add that in. That's got to be added in. Give me a Lightning Bolt. Add to deck. Okay. So with 4 Lightning Bolts, I guess we remove the Sudden Edict. Sudden Edict has its place, though, to be fully, brutally honest here. I think we might get rid of... I guess we get rid of one of these now. I'm also going to remove the Tiger, just because there's no point to having it. The other one, technically, we do. What do we have in terms of black-red lands? Just see if we can get any final improvement on this. Turn that off, turn that off, turn that off. There you go. Okay, black-red lands. Also going to be a showcase of what haven't I looked at in any given time. Hive of the Eye Tyrant isn't terrible, to be fully clear. We could potentially just put those in. But again, I prefer something that would be searchable for it, which we don't have. And I think given that, we're just going to add in another mountain. So what are we looking at here? 17 lands. We just shifted the red around a bit. Okay. Well, let's keep going. I think we're going to fight you now because we don't have much of a choice in the matter. It's a cleric. How much life gain are you going to be plotting against us here? We will keep this. Bloodstain Mire, crack it. For a mountain. Lay out a Dragon Rage Chandler. Lord Jiskel Guado. Beginning your end step, if you put a counter on a creature this turn, investigate. This means they make a clue token. We are going to immediately bolt this. That can stay on top. Attack for free. It can become a 1/6? Okay, fair enough. Do I go for this now? What do we need? We have land and we have instant. I guess we have to do this at some stage. We're not necessarily edicting this turn. No, maybe we're edicting this turn. That can go to the graveyard. That activates the Dragon Rage Channeler. Attack. That was why we edicted the turn. It is a morph. a swamp. We're going to activate this. Get ourselves another swamp. And we attack. It was a Zedruu healer. Unless you have a flyer to deal with this. Attack. Cleric destroyed. Bunch of stuff. Most of it I'm probably not going to... Again, I'm interested in this card more than anything else. It's not good, you can print it as a 1/6, but it's interesting. We're going to fight the Black Wizard and go down. I'm curious about going down first. It is the Curse Lord again. We have double Liliana, which is not amazing, but actually, to be fair, that means we can just sacrifice from impunity and let one die. Yeah, okay. Let's go. When it dies, craft a card from the Curse-bound Witch book. Okay. Black Leaf Glyphs. And we pass. Deals 1 damage to that player. Fine, you've started this nonsense. So we're going to take 1 damage every turn. We do not have a fast hand for winning this game at the moment. Curse Hospitality. Creatures attacking me have trample. Whenever a creature deals damage to me, that player exiles top card to the library. Okay. Basically, they're going to steal my stuff. Swamp. Liliana of the Veil. We're going to tick up. Discard the Grixis Panorama since I don't need it. Attack for 2. I need to half their permanence at this stage. I think it's our only shot at things. When it dies, discards a card at random. That's going to be awkward for me. Mountain. Let's go Funeral Rites. I know we're losing more life here, but I badly need some Dragon Rage Channelers or something. Speaking of which, we milled one. Let's see if you sacrifice that thing. I want to discard now. Okay. That's fine. Attack for 2. Random ramp piece. That's fine. I'm wondering what high level things they've got. Is the one problem I think I have potentially with this. Oh, they're doing the damage to Liliana. I hadn't even clocked that, but actually that's a useful redirect. Let's play a Dragon Age Channeler. Let's play a Cabal Initiate, which will be a free. And let's attack for 2. Damnation! Is the card they just played. Alright, fine. You want to play this game? Kicked, Turok, Cantor. Discard 2. Pass the turn. Curse of Misfortune. Using your upkeep, you may search your library for a curse card with the same name as a curse attached target player. Oh boy, we might be in real trouble here. Swamp. Sir Conrad. We're on 7. On 7 we should be fine. 7 all. Cruel Reality. That's exactly what I want to see right now. Trespasser's Curse as well. Okay. That player sacrifices a creature or planeswalker. If they can't, they lose 5 life. I am forced to sacrifice the creature. Does mean that that triggers. They have no blockers, so if I can Faithless Loot here, discard any creature, that should do it. Attack for 5. Oh, that was not enjoyable, but we got the win. And we have a few curses. How big is this dungeon? I don't even know if I want to go down, but we're going for it. All right, hello you. Hello, Sand Golem. I'm just exploring. I found this city, and everything wants to kill me here. We keep this. Mountain, Dragon Rage Channeler. We can follow up with the Fatal Sealing after this. Swamp, Fatal Sealing. We will keep that on top as I want to draw it. And land, I guess. Okay. Not amazing. Attack for... Well, okay. Should have attacked with both. My bad. Swamp. Let's go for a funeral. Right, see if we can pump up from there. Land into the graveyard. Still haven't triggered it. Attack for free. Lightning bolt in hand. They have a 4-2 that's just going to attack us for 4 and then returns to hand. Which is... Again, I like those sort of cards. We're going to play ourselves a copy of... Actually, we're going to play you. Because these are both free frees. Attack for free. Declare block. Swamp and attack for game. Door is locked. Okay, why are all the doors locked? What is this dungeon? I'm gonna try and barge right through the middle of you two. Charge! Oh god, it goes on! Oh, I wasn't even paying attention. I was looking around the map. Okay, well, we fight you then. We keep this. Mountain Dragon Race Channeler. Well, that's very nice of you. We're going to lightning bolt it. Surveil, we'll keep that on top. That's something to come later. Tap for free. Last turn. Lightning bolt this. Keep that on top. Play a swamp. Attack for free. Again, there were better creatures we could potentially use it on, and we draw our 4th light. Yeah, draw another lightning bolt. As long as we keep doing that, we can't lose. Land into the bin. Attack for free. Do we draw the 4th lightning bolt though? Not yet. Doesn't especially matter as we are going to be doing this. Attack for 4. Revive the skeletal snake. Bone shred. Kill you. Attack. Alright, we won 250 games apparently. Alright, let's go steal the books. A Chroma Angel of Wrath. That's nostalgia there. Alright. And another one. And we're getting Master 25 stuff. This isn't the worst. Zedruu Cutthroat is good. Keenan has some potential to do some things for us. Random Ikoria bits. We'll grab some shards, I want to face this wizard. Hello. Oh, it's a high elf. Hi, elf. I'm just exploring this place and have found most of the locals not happy with me doing so. This is a little bit of a slower hand, but I think we can keep. Oh, we might actually be in trouble. Allosaurus Shepherd. Grid spells can't be countered, but for 6 mana, each elf becomes a 5/5 dinosaur. Which, as you can imagine, might just cause some issues. Marsh Plants, crack it. Get ourselves a Xander's Lounge now, and we will pass. Oh, and they're going life gain nonsense as well. Alright, well... Bloodstained Mire, crack it. Get ourselves a Swamp. So we have Lightning Bolt up. I guess we attack for 2 and see what they do. We could play a Cabal Initiate, but I think that's going into their hand a little bit, so we're going to hold off. Now we're going to Lightning Bolt, and I really want to Lightning Bolt the Allosaurus Shepherd. We're bolting this. Life gain on low life duels is a problem. They gained free energy counters. Energy is a thing from Kaladesh. They can use that to spend it for effects on cards. There's almost no way to interact with energy. Mountain. We'll just play our 3/2. And we will attack. They're stuck on 2 mana. Even with 2 Allosaurus Shepherds, I think I'm reasonably happy with that. I can't play Turok here, so let's go for Cabal Initiate and hold up a Lightning Bolt. Attack. Gaiagresis. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield, choose an effect, which is either gain 2 life, put a counter on something, or attack treasure. Here, though, we're going to go into Turok. And attack. I'm okay with that. Could have discarded 2 and kept alive, but I think that's fine. Reaches Panorama, activate, deck fin a bit, get a swamp, and we attack. Yep, double block is forced, you're on 4, Funeral Rites. Pass the turn. And attack. Well, we fought the High Elf, we got ourselves some Elvish cards. And a couple of forests that actually go for other types of mana. I'm still trying to find out if there's anything else. Yes, there's obviously other stuff I could get, and some of it might actually be worth getting, but... I mean, that gold I'm just going to try and steal and run away. There's a chef and a Master Blue Wizard. Okay. Master Blue Wizard. What have we got here? We got 2 lands, no black sources, but we can go Faithless Living to get more. We'll keep this. Got our Blackleaf Cliffs. That's fine. Let's go for the Scornblade. It's the only one remaining in the deck now, so... Mountain. Attack for free. Let's try to Faithless Loop. Draw to discard the Xander's Lounge and the Mountain. Keep both the things up. Me, I don't do that because I've got other things. Get rid of the Crypt Keeper. Oh, we got Zircon Red, so I want to make sure we at least have efficient mana to get to there. Time Twister! That's a Power 9 card, so yeah, we are playing that. So, set aside your graveyard, shuffle hand, library, graveyard to get rid of a new library and draw 7. This is immensely broken, but not the way they're using it. So we get the first advantage of having that. The idea is you storm off, you combo, and then you do things like that. But hey. So we have options. I think the option we're going to take, though, is that we're going to go Liliana of the Veil here. Each player discard. We will discard a mountain. Yep. And we will attack for free. Time Walk. Time Walk, in this case, reads draw 1 card, I think. That, though, is a problem. So I can double Lightning Bolt this and just kill it, which might be what I have to do, actually. Or, actually, no, what am I talking about? I have a Liliana. Estramalia. Attack for free. I mean, they haven't drawn 3 cards, but that's the only one of the... They haven't played a Mox either, actually, come to that. The only Mox we've seen, actually, is from that Lapis boss. Hornswoggle! Hornswoggle! Well, okay. We were Hornswoggled. They are down to 5, though. You play Tezzeret. You draw a card of Tezzeret. I don't think it matters because you are dead in so many different ways. Well, we beat the Master Blue Wizard, who was not nice enough to give us the power. I was hoping for a Time Walk. Oh well. Is this anything? It doesn't look to be anything. It looks like it should be something, but it's not. Alright. You seem to be the boss around here, so we're going to go and attack Zedruu's Cook. Do I have what it takes? I don't know. You have 50 life, and non-token creature are food artifacts in addition to other type. Whenever a player sacrifices a food, put a flavor counter on boss chief's effect. At the beginning of your end step, create a token of a random creature card with mana value equal to the Oh, good God. Alright. Well, boss time. We have Dragon Rage Channel into Faithless Looting, and that might be our best start we can hope for. We're going to go with it. They have mulligans. That is extremely useful for us. I'm hoping... Oh, also Conrad. Hoping we have the time. We would like a Liliana towards the top. I'm not going to lie here. Liliana towards the top of the deck would be extremely useful for us. We're going to go Marsh Flats. Crack it. So deck thin. Get ourselves out a Xander's Lounge. We're going to Faithless Loop. Surveil 1. Put the land in the bin. We already had a land in the bin, but that's fine. So if we put the thing there and a Grixis Panorama, we get the Dragon Rage Channeler online. So that's what we'll do. We're going in for 5. Worth noting, we have these 2 effects. We are going to have to use them to max effect here, but we need more lands as well. Over encumbered. Into battlefield, enchant opponent creates a clue, a junk food, and a junk. Pay 1 for each artifact. They can't. Oh, good God. Alright, so you've found a way to nobble us with that. And also, whenever a player sacrifices a food, put the flavor counter on. I see the strategy here. Okay. Mountain. So we can do things here. We can pay an attack for 5. That is all we can do this turn, though. It also wasn't a treasure token, which is what I almost prefer off the top. Here, step, create a random token. Mana value equals the number of flavor counters on Sheaf's boss effect. We cannot do that. Non-token. It's not importantly non-token creatures. So we can sacrifice the clue. That draws us a card, so we at least sorted out on that front. We can sacrifice this to exile the top card of a library when we play it this turn as a sorcery. We exile the Bone Shredder, unfortunately. That is unfortunate because I prefer that in the bin, but it's fine. We go and attack. We will... Over encumbered. Oh no, I only have... Oh, these are artifacts as well. Oh, good God. Alright, I'm in real trouble. I can't attack. Because these count. Alright. This boss has... Tireless Provision. Okay, whenever a land enters the battlefield, create a food or a treasure. Right. We are going to then... We're going to have to do some things here. We're going to put the Hill Club on this. That reduces our artifact count to 2. We can now play out a Cabal Initiate. That's importantly the effect. We still have 2 artifacts. We can attack with both now. And I think we do. Okay. Resolve 4. I don't control 4 artifacts. I control... What artifacts do I control? Oh God, hold on. They're food. Oh, they're artifacts as well. Oh, good God, this is horrible. Oh, this is horrible. Lightning Ball you. I'm going to keep that on top because I might need Sir Conrad to try and win this game now. Okay, you play this. It is just a free one. Whenever it attacks alone, make a food token. Okay. This one. So, I have 3 artifacts down based on what its own logic is. Okay. If I place a Conrad, I can't do anything, so we're going to attack first. We're going to pay 4. We're sending everything. They have made a food. That means they're going to start doing some things soon. Yep. Okay, they have 2 flavored. They have food fight. Oh dear God, we need something to stop that. Sleep 1 to target you. It'll only attack once, and then we get to do some things about it. Play that. Okay. Getting your end step, create a token of a random creature card with mana value equal to the effect. Was that a random creature card? Because if that was really bad for us. Okay. If I play Sir Conrad, I can't attack this turn, but I then have Sir Conrad. Or I attack for 7, we lose a creature. Anyway, this has to attack regardless if we do this. I'm going to go Sir Conrad. I think this is our only route to victory now. We're not paying 5. We pass. Good news is they get a 2-1 with haste. Oh god, we're just gonna get outvalued doing this now. 1 damage to Cabal Initiate. That's probably fine. 1 damage. You attack. We're going to block. Oh god, of course I remember we can do that. Alright. Declare blocks. No. I wish to... Oh god, I timed through that. Alright. Can you do that to any target? Well, we've lost. We've lost. We had a chance before that happened, but we lost now. Kicked Turok Cantor then. Also resolve. Get a combat. We can't pay the value, so we're not going to. That stays tapped. You get another 2/2. Whenever you cast a second creature spell each turn. Okay, declare blocks. We will block with Turok Cantor. For 1. Okay, if they ever realize that they can just wipe us out, then we are dead, but okay. So, we go to attacks, we pay 5. We have to attack with you, and I think you're the only person we attack with. Oh, we're just going to lose so much to this. Yeah. Okay. Declare blocks. We need to block this first, so that has to happen. Does this have an effect that means we can't block it? Oh god, okay. Well, we just lost. Alright, fine. It's a best of 3. Okay. Liliana of the Veil seems like my best shot at this game. I'm going to keep it. Blackcleave Cliffs and go. Overburdened, though. Overburdened. Alright. Mountain. Cabal Initiate. Attack for 2. The Underworld Cookbook. Discard a card, create a food token. It begins, and I don't have a way to interact with that. Swamp, Liliana of the Veil. We will have each player discard a card, and we will discard our white fetch land. Declare attacks. In for 4. Okay, next up, we're going to have each player discard a card. In our choice, it's going to be you. We will pay for the cost of that. Play Bloodstained Mire, crack the Bloodstained Mire, get ourselves a swamp. Okay, so we have Lightning Bolt on top, so we attack for 4. Alright, there's Greta. When it enters, create a food token. We're going to, in response, bolt this. Play a swamp. Okay, we're going to not cast that. We're going to each player discard a card. So next turn, we do have Liliana online. As we attack for 8. Knight of Sweet's Revenge. This is create a food token. Food tokens of land. And geez, they can do some stuff with that. Alright. Sudden Edict. Okay, so now we have the decision to make here. We can ultimate Liliana, half their stuff, and hope to just value them out for the rest of the game. But then we lose the Edict effect, which we might well need. To be fair, Knight of Sweet's Revenge is such a terrifying potential prospect if they get up to that. And they have it now. They have the amount to do this. This might actually be worth just trying to get rid of now. So we're going to activate this. We're going to choose to put in... Actually, you know what the thing is here? We're going to choose that player. I think we give them the choice of... Okay, choose the pile. We're going to give them lands or stuff as a reasonable option here. So this gets rid of all of their stuff, and they have to sacrifice it. They can't sacrifice it to food tokens. But if they won't be able to activate it, if they have no lands, then just lands is fine. Just these is even better for us. So we're going to do that. They've kept their lands. Oh no, they got rid of their lands. Oh god, we got the win. We have 8 damage on board per turn. 4 turns, we win. Because they will not get to that, in theory. Skullblade. Put the counter on the Reaver. It doesn't actually accelerate our win con, but 5-4 is more likely to survive than a 4-3. Sudden Edict's up on their turn. From the graveyard to its owner's hand. Okay. Declare attacks. Going to attack with everything, except you. We're going to sacrifice you to draw a card. Oh god, we sacrificed the food. I wanted to get threshold. Oh, okay. That was stupid. You know, I'm a changeling outcast. They've sacrificed their food token. We're going to sudden edict this. Just forget that happened. Waiting for opponent. We are going to just attack, and that is how it is done. Alright. Game 3. We have 1 swamp into Liliana. We want the Liliana. Oh, why are you doing this now? Oh, we mulligan the 5. This does not feel great. We need Liliana to have any shot of winning the game, in my opinion. Let's get rid of you, and let's get rid of you. I think this is our best shot. We keep. Xander's Lounge tapped. Okay, Bloodstained Mire. Attack for 2. Social library for basic land card, reveal it. Okay. Make your food. Swamp. Liliana of the Veil. Crack it. Get a swamp. Liliana of the Veil. Each player discards. We will, in this case, discard our... Again, it's discarding card draw, which is not great, but I think I want to keep the Lightning Bolt, and we might need the extra creature. Attack for 2. Academy Manufacturer. We need to kill that immediately. Mountain. Lightning bolt that. We'll play it off for free. Because that's our best attacking option. And we are unfortunately going to discard our Etched Familiar. The one plus side is this doesn't even get Delirium if that if we do draw any Dragon Rage Channelers. Attack for 2. Oh, they got another one. Alright. As much as it slows me down, I cannot let them have an Academy Manufacturer. I know that means they sacrifice the food, that means they're going to get their stuff online, but this is not amazing. It is sacrifice as well, which is the big problem. Well, attack of the random 1/1s. Kill a service, create a number of food tokens, the number of opponents you have. Oh. Dragon Rage Channeler. To sacrifice a token. Alright. Let's start the ticking up. For some reason, I do not feel we're going to be able to get very far in this game anymore, but we're going to attack here. 34. They attack. We are going to block with the Skeletal Snake here. Make some sad noises, another 4/4. Faceless Leading does nothing on this board at the moment. They are getting free drops every turn. We're not going to be able to save Liliana of the Veil anymore. Discard that. Attack with Dragon Rage. I'm going to let them go through. I missed what happened there. Oh, when Grim Physician dies, okay. Okay. Bone Shredder might buy us some time. Get rid of this token. We can use a Sleep Wand on one of the 4/4s. So it remains stunned. We have to attack with the Dragon Rage Channeler. 28. We're not beating a free drop every turn. Alright, there's the attacks there. We're going to block here. Yeah, they sacrificed that token to get to that token as well. Bone Shredder in the upkeep. We're going to have to pay that, I think. Get a Cabal Initiate. Does have Threshold, but I don't think it's going to be enough. 25. If this is where a Wrath would be nice, a Damnation Effect, anything off the top, but we're not beating this. That is a horrible effect. Yeah, I'm going to concede here. If we had ultimated Lily, we might have been able to make it there. I guess the sacrifice wasn't a great thing. You weren't that bad. Dark Armor is cracked. We've lost our snake friend. However, it's a cheap repair, so we'll get it back. Well, that was a battle. This also went on far too long comparatively, so I am going to sneak into town, heal up, and next time, yeah, we're going to recover from that, I think. That was a bit of an epic adventure, really. But not one that was successful. We are yet to be the boss. The bosses are just... oh, they are that level higher. I do like that we were able to show off this deck to what is currently is very high potential. And there are ways we can make it better, but we need very specific cards to do that now. And I think we're approaching sort of the reasonable limit for this time where we are here. But, okay. One thing I do want to do is I want to build a new deck. I want to build something new that works. So we're going to look into what my options are before the next video, I think. So, thanks for joining. Until next time.